I wanted to take this time away from the serious stuff and just address what has happened in, I would say, in the last 12 to 24 hours. And there's a reason why I'm wearing the sweater. Today is Halloween that I'm taping this, so the orange isn't because of any other teams in California. It's the fact it's Halloween. But as of the previous night, the Los Angeles Dodgers won their second World Series in a span of 5 years. Except this time, there's no pandemic, and there will certainly be a parade, which means Dodger fans across Southern California and beyond, we get to show their love for the blue. I would say that beating the New York Yankees is always fun, especially when it's the Yankees, right? Because they're like the Boston Celtics of baseball. They have a tradition, they have a history, they have the most championships, and it seems like an LA team has to come and beat them in order for that to be even special. I've I've not have seen the major cable networks with their East Coast guys talking about how the Yankees fell short, which they did, um, due to poor defense. I have not heard anyone make excuses for them, and leaving the Dodgers out what they've accomplished this year, winning 98 games, which is the most in baseball, Major League Baseball this year. But I would say that for the city of Los Angeles and for Dodgers fans, it's a great time. It's a beautiful time to be out and just enjoy it. I know that other sports, there are other teams, especially in California, in the Bay Area, that have their teams in different sports, and this is their season. They're crowing about their guys and what they've accomplished. And the Dodger fans just wanted that one opportunity. We just wanted that one championship to say, hey, guess what? It's all us. And of course, 2020 was seen as not a year that everyone respects because it's under the pandemic. The games were shortened because of the pandemic, and all I can just tell you is that even though it was our championship, we felt a little disrespected. I'm sure the players felt disrespected that not having a chance to celebrate, now have a chance to be with the fan base, but that's not going to be the case this year, right? Um, I guess what this means for us being Dodger fans is that it's a great feeling to know that finally, after close to 27 years, after Fox owned the team, after O'Malley sold it to Fox, and having the McCourts own the team after Fox sold it to them, and 27 years of getting close but not quite there, and even the shenanigans of bad ownership, and it's talked about the McCourts. It's good to see Guggenheim and take over the team, run it with great, competent people, not going back to uniforms to recapture the past or doing these incredible, strange moves. They are doing it the right way, and they've ensured that with the signings they have of Shohei Ohtani, Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman, and the rest, that the team is set up for many championships in years to come, and we can only hope that it will be the case. But at least in 2024, we can say that this is our championship, and Dodgers fans everywhere have a chance, and it should be proud of the team. I know a lot of East Coast pundits like to define their teams as tough, right? The Celtics were always seen as a team that was tough, that was ready, and the Lakers like the soft Hollywood team or whatever. That was back in the Showtime era. I know they like to say, hey, the Yankees would have came back and won the series. The Yankees did under great stress, under great circumstances, and they won. They were tough. But in Game 5 of this year's World Series, you can't say the Dodgers were not tough because they were down 5-0. Aaron Judge finally breaks through, hits a home run. Jazz Chisholm hits a home run. Gio Stanton blows the plate of the Dodgers, hits a home run, and the Yankees are up 5-0. They're rolling, they're rocking. the Bronx. We're having the Game 6 back in LA, and then next thing you know, it all falls apart for the Bronx Bombers. Aaron Judge misjudges the ball. Funny that about that, right? Aaron Judge misjudges a ball. It's off his glove that opens the door for the Dodgers. 2-out situation here. Mookie Betts hits a shot to first baseman Anthony Rizzo, who, if you look at the replay, Garrett Cole, who was pitching a great game until that moment, points to first base. He expects Rizzo to cover first base, but Rizzo thinks that Cole should cover first base and just had a brain freeze. And Mookie's on safe, 2-run score, which makes it 5-3. And something else prior to that, the Yankee shortstop, Volpe, I think, throws it to Chisholm on third base. It was not a good throw. And in fact, Kike Hernandez, who was on second, who advanced to third, made it safely. So the Yankees were just self-destructing in real time. And the Dodgers, like any good team could do, took advantage. And, of course, that helped in their comeback in the fifth inning. And then from the fifth inning on, it was anyone's ball game, right? The Yankees did score again. But this time, the Dodgers, when they had a chance to bat, made the most of it. 2 sac flies when the bases were, I think, were loaded, and helped them get the lead, which they never relinquished. Brent Trinan, I believe, pitched a great 6th, 7th, and 8th innings. And then Walker Buehler, who was hurt most of the year, comes on his 9th and proceeds to shut the Yankees down. And then, next thing you know, fireworks are going off all over. There's donuts down the street. Everyone's having a great time, right? Even though it was kind of stressful in a way over here in LA. The Dodgers once again proved that this city, once you win a championship, show up and show out, and that's what's going to happen at the parade when it does happen. But this is a great time, man. I can't imagine my joy after waiting for so long. And again, I told you, Dodgers fans had to wait and hoping that the Fox and McCourt ownerships would bring us a championship, which they were close, if you're in the McCourts, but never did. All I can just say is that finally we got over the hump. We have 2 championships in the last 5 years. We now have a solid team to keep it going for many years down the road. And all I can just say is that, man, being a Dodgers fan, this is the best time to be one right now. And I know everyone watching is not a Dodgers fan. I'm not fooling myself. But I'm just saying that the joy that I feel here in the city is something amazing. And we're just waiting for the Rams and Lakers to do the same. But I know that the Rams probably have a great chance with the Lakers. It's gonna take a while. We'll see. We'll see. But definitely not, I'm not forgetting about the Kings either. Like I said, I grew up being a Dodgers fan with Garvey, Lopes, Russell, and Say, and then watching Fernando, who unfortunately passed away just before his World Series started. He passed away. He was a young man when he started, and definitely a young man when he finished his life. Garbage trucks behind me. I seen Fernando pitch when he was called up, and out of nowhere was really confusing hitters, baffling hitters from opposing teams, and he was amazing. He was great. And his heroic Game 3, I think, victory in the World Series in 1981 proved that he was a Dodgers legend for sure. And he'll always be a Dodger legend. I think he deserves his place to be mentioned with Drysdale, Koufax, and all the rest. Sutton and all the rest. Valenzuela definitely deserves to have this name as a legend, Dodger legend, and number 34 is always going to live in our hearts, man. He was that type of pitcher. He was a great guy, and he was a humble guy, and Much love to his family, much love to his fans, and all Dodger fans, of course, and everyone who ever knew him. I think we all knew him by watching him over the years and being proud of his work. So this World Series is in many ways than one. The last thing I want to say is that I posted something on my Facebook last night. Dave Roberts has been vindicated, and it's funny. Dave Roberts has been a thorn on the side of the Yankees for years. In 2004, he stole a base in the ninth inning in Game 3 of the American League Championship Series. That allowed the Red Sox to come back from a 3-0 deficit in their series to eventually winning that and then winning the World Series. And then 20 years later, he's managing a team, the Dodgers, that the Yankees love to beat, but he did it again with a staff and bullpen that just will never quit. And all I can just tell you, man, again, sharing all this with you and going over this, many of you do know what happened. You do know, if you're good sports followers, you know exactly the wheres and whys and all that of how this series ended up and how the result was. But all I can just tell you, here in LA, it means so much. It really means a lot. I know the New Yorkers have pride in their team, they have pride in the pinstripes, but we have pride in our blue, man. We have pride in our team, and we have pride every single time that the Dodgers win, and we feel a little something when the Dodgers lose, right? Wait till next year. It's always a cry. But I just want to say this. I'm very glad to be a native Angelino. The Dodgers were the very first team when I started discovering sports to watch, and I'm very happy for the blue. I'm very happy for the team, the big blue wrecking crew. Let's do it again next year, Lord willing, and let's see what happens. We'll be whoever's on our way if we can do that, and hoping we have our pitchers back and ready to show up and show out. Again, Dodgers Nation, we're here, baby. We're gonna stay here and win more championships and see you at the parade. All right. Until then, take care.